everybody, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is Deborah Cthulhu, and this time we're going to be slaying a dragon, like any good knight. So to start that, we will talk to Comad Fortuna. Greetings to you, human. I believe I saw you in Anchorhead. I thought I would see you on the dunes. You look like a hunter. Perhaps you're interested in the ways of the hunt. Will you help me? I've tracked a very special beast to its lair. A Krayt Dragon, the largest of the Tatooine desert predators. It's an honored creature to hunt, although we must use unorthodox methods today. It's such an honor, why do you want help? Valid question. It's a very critical fight. Bull dragons are rare to see. Rarer still is the apparent size of this one. It's larger than the one my father felled a decade ago, and he is too far out of his territory and must be dealt with. I might not prevail alone, but I must try. Why should we kill this great beast? The natural cycle of Tatooine spans hundreds of years. There are complications that must be addressed, complications from our presence. Krayt dragons feed on banthas. Numbers of either species fall, the other grows too numerous. Now settlers use banthas, and so there are less for dragons to eat. This one is moving closer to Anchorhead. Perhaps there will be more, but he is a threat tonight. I'll help. Give me more information about how. We must bait the great beast out of hiding and ambush him swiftly. There is no room to engage him in the lair, and his hide will repel blaster fire. I have placed mines around the mouth of the cave. I must coax him out, but this is the end of his season of hibernation. It will take much to rouse him. Food of a beast this size is almost exclusively banthas, and foolish hunters if we're not careful. To lure him out, we must lure his food to tempt him. How will we lead the banthas here? They too have their food of choice. We must find some bantha fodder to lead the banthas here. I have a few ideas about where this may be found. Well, I have a couple ideas too. Sand people keep bantha herds, so some of them must have fodder on hand or in their settlement. A vendor in Anchorhead also had some. He had a key. Yep, that's where I got some. If you find fodder and bait in the banthas here, the mines will deal with the dragon as it emerges to feed. Not exactly a glorious hunt, but it'll ensure the safety of the region. It seems very easy. What aren't you telling me? There is one added threat. Sand people regard banthas as sacred. Attempting to feed the herd in this area will likely lead to an attack. We are far from the weakened tribes around Anchorhead. The sand people of this region are strong, fierce, and think nothing of killing you. Be careful. You pose no real threat to me before. You likely mean the tribe that has been harassing Zerka Corporation. This group is used to the deep desert. They appear to be much more dangerous. Why am I doing most of the legwork? I have spent a long time tracking this creature. Many hunters do not return from such searches. I have earned my place here. And if I didn't mention it, I'm interested in having new hunters like you understand that even though I must use untraditional methods, the hunted still deserves respect. Look, I have your fodder. Good. Now there's a herd that moves out in the desert. Lead them here, approach them with the fodder, and lead them here. I'll see what I can do. I wish you luck against the sand people. When you return, the dragon will fall. I wish it could be under more sporting circumstances. We must do what the circumstances call. I had hoped for a mirror of my father's expedition. That will have to wait. Alright. Now, I want to save it here for two reasons. One is the usual, in case something goes wrong during the inevitable fight with the sand people that'll happen when I approach the banthas. The other is, I want to show what'll happen if we try to fight this dragon now. As you can see, it is very large inside this cave. If we enter the cave, this happens. So yeah, just as Comad said, there is no fighting that thing toe to toe. But the banthas do appear in this area once you tell Gomad that you have the fodder for them. You walk up to one, you speak to it. This bantha perks up as you approach, obviously attracted to the smell of the fodder you're carrying. The whole herd falls in step. Okay. This battle can be tricky. Alright. Let's actually start from one end and move on. If you end up attacking multiple sand people at once with different characters, this battle will end badly for you. But if you concentrate your attacks on one, then it's much easier. After many playthroughs and many times of failing this battle, I eventually was able to figure that out. But ultimately, if you concentrate your attack, take them out one at a time, putting your full force on one at a time, and you will get through there and defeat them all. I'm gonna see if I can loot any of them. It does not look like it. Well, okay then.
Whoever steps on this.
I did not mean to do that. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Zalbar needs a little extra help.
I'm here.
Here we go. Then once you're done with that battle, you go over and talk to the banthas again. There's not a second battle, you just gotta... Good job. Come talk to me. Alright, and you just speak to Gomad. Quick, be ready. The bandits are in position. Will soon stir out our restless prey. The mines do their job quickly. Don't worry, I'm ready. Wait, what's that rumbling sound? Oh boy, he's a big one. It is done, and the great beast is dead. With shame, I denied him a final fight, but I will honor his memory to make amends. I thank you for your aid, human. You have earned a share of the victory, such as it is. Thanks. We did what had to be done. Regrettably so. I just hope you remember where there were higher reasons for this. Don't let the spoils be your only reason to hunt. Wealth fades, sands remain. I thank you for your help here today, human. I shall see you again, I am sure. Alright, you received an item from that, and if I'm not mistaken, that item is a... Yes, a Krayt Dragon Pearl, which is that item that the Sand People Chieftain was asking for you to meet the storyteller. You can also use it as a crystal for your lightsaber, if you so choose, if you don't want to give it to the chieftain. Or, if you don't want to do either, you are free to sell it. There is one last thing that I wanted to do with this dragon. You can bash it and make it so that you can walk straight through it. I think it was supposed to disappear. Oh, okay, there it goes. There it goes. Alright. And with that, we can move on. Chewed human corpse here. Okay. Some rubble. Violet crystal, which will change your saber's blade color to purple. Chewed Twi'lek corpse. Rubble. And tattered equipment pack. There's Bastila's father's holocron. Alright, here's the star map.
I do not think it is mere chance that we have found the star map here, in the lair of a Krayt Dragon. The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The Krayt Dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, only to be enslaved by it.
Found the star map. Let's get out of here. It's a foul smell in this place. Something worse than any Krayt Dragon stench. Alright. As you can see, there are more speeders up there now. Someone followed us. That can't be good. So, I'm going to save once again to be on the safe side. Save early, save often. And I'm going to step out of the cave. You again.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end. You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time.
You think I got lucky last time? Okay, let's do it again.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
Alright. So let's deal with Calo. I'm out of poison grenades. Alright. Yeah, I'm letting them do most of the... all the work, okay. Alright. Alright, so all that's left is Callow himself and a Rhodian thug. Callow heals, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out this guy. Alright, oh, Callow's dead, okay. I stopped looking at him for 1 second and Bastila beats him. Alright, fine. Alright, 2,000 credits, 2 antidote kits, 2 Mandalorian heavy pistols, and Callow Nord's personal battle armor. These remains have stim and a med pack. These remains have credits. Okay.
Sure.
Well, we beat the Krayt Dragon, we got the star map, and we beat Callow Nord. We've got very little left to do here on Tatooine. So, for now, I'm going to head back to the Sand People Enclave. Once you get back to the Sand People Enclave, where you need to go is you gotta go back to the Sand People Chieftain, because he's the one that sent you on the quest to get the Krayt Dragon Pearl. The Sand People Chieftain seems grateful to you, or at least less inclined to smash your head open.
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master?
I want information on Sand People culture.
Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry.
Tell me the history of your clan.
Translation. Translation. You have been told that to be considered worthy of hearing the histories, you need to bring him a dragon pearl from a Krayt Dragon. Translation. He says the discussion is closed until you fulfill this condition. He thinks you are just making fun of his traditions.
Here is a dragon pearl.
Translation. Translation. He is stupefied, Master. He never thought you could return with such an item. Such a thing has not been done in many years. Translation. He will allow you to meet the storyteller, but also gives a warning. If you dare to repeat the histories incorrectly, you will be killed. Translation. The storyteller will be summoned to one of the rooms here in the Enclave. He seems to think this is a great honor for you, Master.
Tell him farewell for now.
Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Alright. Storyteller is right here. He starts off partially damaged. Don't know why, but some characters just have that. Anyway, save it before talking to the storyteller, because if I die, I'll die because I said something stupid. But if I die, I don't want to have to go back to before Callow. Anyway, let's talk to him. Compared to the warriors that you have encountered, the Sand People storyteller is relatively calm and smooth with his speech. He still regards you coldly.
Translation. He identifies himself as the storyteller, Master. He has been told of your warrior skills and will speak the history to you.
I am honored. Ask him what he records.
Translation. Translation. There is only one accepted history, passed orally to each successive generation. Translation. A book or datapad can be taken away, cheapening the value of what it contains. To commit it to paper or storage is to remove it from the people.
What topics can I choose from?
Translation. Translation. You may choose to hear the history, or you may choose not to. Their history is a single entity that cannot be partitioned. Translation: the only exception is in continuing the tales once they have begun. If you leave, when you return, he will continue from where he left off.
Okay. So, this part takes a while, so I will put the Cliff Notes version on screen and just skip over this part and get to when I leave. If you're not interested in seeing the Sand People's history, I'll also give you a timestamp to skip to, so that you don't have to read through the bullet points. But I'm going to get through this. I will suffer so you don't have to. I'll see you guys when I'm done hearing the history of the Sand People. Alright. And now that we've learned the history of the Sand People, which in turn was the history of the planet, we can leave. I never did check out what was inside all these things that are on the side, though. There's panther fodder there. Okay. As you examine the contents of the container, the Sand People begin to ready their weapons. They were looking for any excuse to attack, and you rifling through their possessions is as good as any. So, we were warned that any sign of disrespect would cause this. I guess going through their stuff was good enough. So let's give HK his wish. Now, whatever team you came in here with in the time that you disrespect them or start the fight, when you start the fight, whatever team you have is the team you gotta finish this with. Because if you go outside, you'll be killed instantly. Okay. Okay. That's some bizarre behavior there. What the hell? What the hell? I mean, I'll take it, but... Okay. Okay then. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I've never seen that. I've never seen that before.
Sure.
That was weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and heal up. I'll be right back. Okay, in here is more sand people to wipe out. Why is my health so frail? Okay, I'm just gonna stand in here and allow myself to heal up. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and, since I'm just gonna be wiping these guys out, I'm just gonna cut out the rest of metals until we get to the last of them. So just hang tight. Okay, so once you kill the chieftain, you get your moisture evaporators and your Krayt Dragon Pearl back. So, and you also get a heavy blaster, a blaster rifle, and upgrade item for a sword. So, now that I've got them dealt with, I've got a few more left to wipe out here, so I will deal with them and meet you outside. And with that, we are officially done with the sand people. So, let us head back to Anchorhead. Because if I remember right, there was a, what? I guess we're not done with them, son of a bitch.
Yes?
Alright. As I was saying, I believe there was an update to a mission. 2 missions that we were working. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. Now, this is the last time I'm going to do this. Now, I tried to walk across this area, and I got killed, as you saw. And I actually forgot to save during my rampage through the Sand People Enclave, which meant I had to go through that again. So now I am actually getting rather mad with this game. So I don't care if this is cheating or not, but I am going to warp back to the Ebonhawk. I do not care. But what I was trying to say when I got killed after those 2 ambushes was that we have 2 side quest updates here in Anchorhead. And I am going to deal with them in the order I originally intended. Which means I'm going to be speaking to Bastila's. Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Senny Vec. I believe you dropped this datapad, and I wish to return it to you. I didn't drop anything. I am certain you did, human. Please, take the datapad. It's yours, I'm sure. What is this, some kind of con game? No, this is no game. I simply saw you drop this datapad, and I wish to give it back to you. I'm sorry, there must be some mistake. There's no mistake, human. This datapad is yours and yours alone. Please, take it. Thanks. My pleasure, human. You should examine it to make sure it is not broken. Goodbye, human. Well, that was odd. This datapad contains a single short cryptic message. The what the fuck? Say to see Hulas on Manaan. Come alone or not at all. Alright. I guess we'll be going to Manaan to see him. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot. Need to switch out my party for this. Now, the order I originally intended on dealing with this in was dealing with Bastila's first. So we have to go back and talk to Helena.
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit.
Maybe you should listen to what she has to say.
You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother.
Sounds like you've already made up your mind.
You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous.
Treasure hunting is a dangerous occupation.
I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone. Especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but
Your treatments?
I'm dying, Bastila. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastila. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before
I know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Well, you said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me?
As if she'd let me.
You make her let you. She's too much like her father in that respect.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again, when we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
Alright. Let's do what Bastila has to say now.
How can I help?
So, do you feel better now?
Yes. That brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
Alright. And we have... Really?
How can I help?
Why did the council send me with you on this mission?
Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission. And there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you?
If the Force wants us to be together, why do you keep resisting my undeniable charm?
I said we were brought together for our mission, to stop Malak. I hardly think the Force would be pushing us toward a romantic involvement when the fate of the galaxy is at stake. Please try to stay focused. I doubt the Council would approve if they knew we were busy discussing our mutual attraction when we should be saving the galaxy from Malak.
Mutual attraction? I knew you were interested in me.
Mutual attraction? I never said... It's just an expression. Whatever our feelings... whatever your feelings, you have to try to ignore them. Don't let this complicate things. Finding the missing pieces of the star maps is our only hope of locating the Star Forge and defeating Malak. The Council explained all this quite clearly.
It just seems odd they would send me off without a master to guide me.
I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities.
I get the feeling there's more going on than I know.
I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available.
I guess that makes sense.
You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when its appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient.
Me? You're the one who thought this was our big audition for masterhood.
Must you be so frustrating? I admit, I had a moment of foolish pride, but I'm over it. Now I am focused on my true responsibilities. I'm simply trying to help you and complete this mission, and yet you battle me at every turn.
What can I say? It's fun.
Fun? Fun? Driving me insane is your idea of a good time?
Careful. Remember your self-control.
You are a very odd man. Do you know that? I simply don't know how to deal with you. All I want to do is help you, but you seem determined to drive me mad.
Clean all you want, but I know you love it.
I don't know if I should be outraged that you keep joking about serious matters, or if I should be grateful that you can always lighten the mood. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done.
Alright. So, let's go back to the Zerka office to turn in all these gaffy sticks that we picked up. Oh hey, look who's here! Alright. Talk to her first. And I do want to show something that I discovered in a previous playthrough.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
I forgot to do something important.
Farewell.
Alright. So I don't have to do that again. Okay, calm down. It's over. It's done with. Moving on.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else?
I have gaffy sticks to redeem for bounties.
I see that, but do you have the all-important Chieftain's Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us.
Yes, here it is.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerga Corporation thanks you.
That amount will suffice.
I'm sure. Zerga Corporation thanks you again.
Alright. You get 500 credits when you turn all of them in together. However, I saved it because I wanted to show you something interesting I discovered. Just the regular ones for now.
Then I'll take those off your hands, but the real prize is still out there.
I have to go. Goodbye.
Farewell. Zerga Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
I get 950 credits for the regular ones. And then
I see that.
give her
Well,
the
that is a very big headache that you've
Chieftain's
removed. I think I'll give you
Gaffy. She'll give you 500 for that one alone, but I'm gonna try to persuade.
It would be valuable to have someone on call if the Sand People made another incursion. I think you're right. Yes, here's an additional reward. Once again, Zerga Corporation thanks you.
Get an additional 200 with that persuasion. And yes, I have tested it in the past. It actually works the way I've described. If you turn them all in together, you only get the prize for the chieftains. So you actually get more for turning them in apart. I've actually gone into the menu and checked, and that actually does work that way. So don't turn the chieftain's gaffy in with the regular ones. You'll get more money by turning it in by itself. Anyway, with that over, I'm going to talk to Griff.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's, more of a job for your friend here.
Come on, Griff, get to the point.
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and, very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
So, you want to open a bar?
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange.
Oh, God.
If I give him a small sample of Teresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch, and now that Taris is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the exchange a sample of Teresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse.
Don't worry, Griff. We'll get those tack glands for you.
Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the exchange could stop by any day. I kind of told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, I guess we got something to do on Kashyyyk and something to do on Manaan. And the ship is over here. And before I leave, I want to check my... Okay. Ooh! I always forget about this mission. Go figure, but I always forget about this. I've had times where I've actually completed the game, like made it to the final battle with Darth Malik, and still had this quest in my journal unfinished. But we have fair trade to turn in. I always forget.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Okay. Anyway. Still have to go back to Isis. Talk to him. You of your kind, Isis of Jawa would thank you for what has done. Mine have returned because of you. It is as was agreed as Isis hoped it was. I have things to give you. Take and be welcome. That would be fine. Good luck. You are a good friend of the Jawas. You will remember when your kind are gone. Ask if you need any more of anything. What? I don't even know what he gave me. I don't even know what he gave me. You see why I don't care that much about that quest. You know, it's simple, it doesn't take up much time or thought process, and in the end, when you turn it in, you don't even know what the reward is. You would do just as you don't even hardly notice the guy who gives you the quest. It might as well not even be there. But anyway, I don't believe there's anything else to do here. Okay. So, let's head back to the ship. These little critters hopping around on the ship are the Gizka that was mentioned when we got here. But there is one last thing I want to do before I leave this planet and call this episode done. So let's talk to Sasha and try to figure out what she's I mean, we've heard that name before, but
Mucho shakapaga.
can you tell me your name? Point to yourself. My name is Avner Dimarath. You are?
Mucho shakapaga.
Do you know a Twi'lek by the name of Gluer Arca Sulas? Girl obviously doesn't understand you. Sasha, your name is Sasha, right?
Mucho
nods.
shakapaga.
Try to learn Sasha's strange language.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Mandalori, that's your word for Mandalorian, so you do know of them.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
But are you a Mandalorian child then?
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
So you're human. You learn the words from somewhere, though. Try to learn her language.
Tonki ba.
Esawan, na Esawan.
Tong abuk shami no.
I see you, or you see me.
Tong abuk shami no no.
You're hiding. Na Esawan is hide.
Tonki ba non ton.
I didn't get all of that, but sure.
Selima wanga kunbikin.
Kristag? What is that?
Tong abuk shami no
It's
no.
a thing? Somewhere around here?
Mucho shakapaga.
I don't understand what you're getting at.
Tonki ba.
Laisfa. Everything is safe? Is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
You sleep there? Laisfa means sleep?
Kipuna. Bonana.
The panel, all of this, it's your home. Laisfa means home.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Kristag? What is that?
Tong abuk shami.
It's a thing somewhere around here?
Mucho shakapaga.
Kristag. It means starship, doesn't it?
Tong abuk shami no.
You're hiding in the starship. It's your home. I understand.
Mucho shakapaga.
You've said that before. What is Gondisen?
Mucho shakapaga.
Something about me, yes, but what?
Tong abuk shami no no.
It's something you like, yes. Gondisen means you like it.
Mucho shakapaga.
You like me. I understand.
Selima wanga kunbi.
Abs. You said that when I first found you.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Abs means hit, is that it?
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
So abs is to hurt. Not abs means not hurt, is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
I understand. No, I won't hurt you.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Yum? What kind of word is that?
Tong abuk shami no.
You want something from somewhere?
Mucho shakapaga.
Yum. You mean food, don't you? Yum is food. Really? It took you that long to realize that?
Selima wanga kunbi.
Nuggis? Is that all one phrase?
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
Floor? Nuggis means floor?
Kipuna. Bonana.
You're not speaking now? Nuggis means now. Not Nuggis is not now or before.
Kipuna. Bon.
You want some food now, you're hungry.
Tonki ba.
Tabed you? What do you mean?
Selima wanga kunbikin.
I don't understand, I'll have to think about it.
Tonki ba. Selima wanga kunbi. Tonki ba. Mucho shakapaga.
You want me to tell you a story? About what?
Tonki ba.
So Tabed means tell me about. I get it.
Tonki ba.
You want to know about me, do you?
Kipuna. Bonana.
Communicate with Sasha in her language.
Mucho shakapaga.
Lur Arca Kesta Wan Yu Laivsa.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
Yes, you can go home. Alright. So now we have a reason to go back to Dantooine in addition to the 2 other planets. So, next time on Knights of the Old Republic, we will decide where we go next. See you guys then.